Greetings and welcome to this stimulating movie discussing how Elon Musk's robot could revolutionize a number of industries. The field of robotics is developing quickly, and with the development of robots like Tesla's Optimus, we are seeing a significant change in the way we approach our work. There are endless applications for robots, and we'll look at some of the more beneficial ones in this video. Let us discuss how. Small and medium-sized businesses can benefit from increased productivity, lower labor costs, and improved safety thanks to robots. This will have an effect on human productivity as well as the stock market, and Tesla will end up being the most profitable corporation in history as a result. But press that like and subscribe button first. There are many applications for robots, and some of them are already very beneficial, in my opinion. In this day and age, I would have happily spent up to $100,000 for a robot. One robot could, for instance, work all 3 shifts if you're on 3 shifts, and if the task doesn't require supervision, it could even work on the weekends. The robot would be twice as valuable as an employee, even if we assume 2 shifts, let's say. Optimus earns $25 per hour, as most US employers won't take on workers for less than $20 per hour. One shift can consist of more than 2,000 hours annually. Multiply it by 25 to get $50,000 annually. This is multiplied by 2 shifts, giving each Optimus robot an annual worth of $100,000. Robots offer advantages as well as disadvantages. They can break and need to be repaired, but they don't need to be fed breaks, taken for lunch, or reported ill. So that there's always a backup in case one of the robots breaks down, it would be better to have more of them, say 12. Besides, robots are not prone to the same problems. As human workers, such bickering or grievances over pay. Even though I enjoyed working with and developing my staff, there are a lot of benefits to robots that make them a wise investment. Many people have an image of robotic arms and conveyor belts handling repetitive activities like welding, drilling, and screwing. However, for smaller businesses like mine, these kinds of robots are frequently too costly or rigid. For example, I wanted a robot to do a complex sequence of motions combining a pop-on cap and a tether in order to place a cap on a bottle. I spoke with a number of companies, but none of them could assure me that their robot would function effectively, and their quotes varied from $20,000 to $100,000. Thankfully, Tesla has developed Optimus, a robot that, with the right training, may carry out duties that a human could do. Investing in 1 or 2 robots can accomplish the same task that 6 or 7 workers performed on a daily basis without having to shell out a fortune for a conveyor belt. In addition, I wouldn't have to pay more labor because I could have supervisors monitoring the robot's job. A small or medium-sized business can benefit greatly from the use of bots like Optimus, particularly when it comes to repetitive operations like safety inspections and bottle capping. While buying and training a robot has certain initial expenses, there can be significant long-term benefits, including higher productivity, lower labor costs, and enhanced safety. As a business owner, I've learned that, contrary to automation or large robotic arms, some activities are not as difficult as they look, and employing humanoid robots can be an effective option. Oversight positions are one area where robots can be especially helpful. Oversight jobs need monitoring to make sure that operations are being carried out appropriately, much like quality control QC duties. Cameras can aid in oversight without snooping on staff, but it might be difficult to constantly monitor several cameras. It can be far more effective and dependable to have a robot in every area to assist with work monitoring. Robots can also be used in dangerous settings when worker safety is in jeopardy. These tasks frequently need for dexterity. They involve more than just welding something in place. Such tasks can be developed for robots to perform, lowering the risk to workers. Being a masseuse is one example I like to provide. Although a robot arm isn't possible to come in and precisely massage your shoulders, there are robotic massages that can be adjusted to meet your individual demands. Robots are capable of performing tasks that call for human interaction, such spoken words or subtleties, and they can do it with accuracy and efficiency. In summary, even though this example doesn't require one, I think humanoid robots may be very helpful in many aspects of business, from managing operations to carrying out delicate jobs or providing verbal directions. Let's talk about the possible advantages of Tesla producing 3,300 or 1,000 robots right now. The primary motivation would be education. As everyone knows, data is essential to the development of general artificial intelligence and Tesla's autonomous driving technology. Tesla can collect more data from the activities with these automobiles, such as camera, vehicle activity, engine motor heat, and human reactions under various conditions. By deploying additional robots in the plant, data may then be utilized to train more effective and efficient robots, producing even more data for advancements. The second justification would be to test out various use cases. I want people who have experience working outdoors in factories or in distribution centers to leave their comments below. These robots could be used in a wide range of applications, such as farming, operating machinery, forklifts, and tractors. I don't see why Elon Musk can't. Tesla shouldn't start rolling out 1,000 robots as soon as possible. It seems like a no-brainer. I would be interested in knowing whether anyone can think of a reason why this wouldn't be a wise decision. So let us imagine some innovative ways to increase the number of robots in the real world that accept robotics and automation as the way of the future because of its countless. Imagine a factory where workers are free to concentrate on jobs requiring creativity and problem-solving skills because robots handle the heavy lifting. Imagine a distribution center where staff can undertake more sophisticated activities like customer service because robots handle the picking and packing. I believe it's time to potential advantages. Who knows, maybe we'll even have robots in the future that can prepare our meals and do our laundry. Tesla can collect more data and knowledge by deploying robots in different environments. This will enable them to fail quickly and iteratively improve their hardware and software. In relation to hardware, Tesla could test and develop its products far more quickly if 1,000 robots were deployed. Tesla will be able to collect data on the performance of each iteration and use that data to improve with more robots deployed in various circumstances. Putting a lot of robots to work also helps Tesla show off its advancements to the general public. Tesla is able to record films and make them available to the public, showing off how the robots are used in different environments and carrying out challenging jobs. This has the potential to create buzz and boost interest in Tesla stock. Finally, Tesla can advance through simulation training more quickly if a large number of robots are deployed. Even while they have their uses, simulators are only as good as the data they are fed. Tesla may increase the amount of real-world data it gathers by deploying more robots, which will improve and enhance its simulations. The initial set of robots would be constructed by hand. But eventually, in order to sell them commercially, a production line would be required. By year's end, I think Tesla will have a working robot, and they'll start selling them in early 2024. I'm at a loss for limiting variables right now, but feel free to provide your ideas in the space provided below for comments. Having seen robots up close, I can state with confidence that 3D printing has the potential to completely transform the way these machines are made. The complex parts of a robot are easy to understand. D, if you are familiar with robotics or have worked in the field of robot production. Can all of these parts be 3D printed? Is the question. If the response is in the affirmative, then the primary range of robots is unrestricted. Though they might not be ready for widespread use just yet, I have seen robots that can move, pick up objects, and even water plants. Cameras might be an issue, but they shouldn't be a barrier in my opinion. The price is the only potential problem. Assume that the cost of 3D printing each robot is $100,000. For Tesla, even 1,000 of them would only amount to $100 million, which is insignificant for a business of their size. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons on my channel if you like this content and found it helpful. We appreciate your time and we'll see you in the upcoming video. By year's end, I think Tesla will have a working robot and they'll start selling them in early 2024. I'm at a loss for limiting variables right now, but feel free to provide your ideas in the space provided below for comments. Having seen robots up close, I can state with confidence that 3D printing has the potential to completely transform the way these machines are made. The complex parts of a robot are easy to understand. E, if you are familiar with robotics or have worked in the field of robot production. Can all of these parts be 3D printed is the question. If the response is in the affirmative, then the primary range of robots is unrestricted. Though they might not be ready for widespread use just yet, I have seen robots that can move, pick up objects, and even water plants. Cameras might be an issue, but they shouldn't be a barrier, in my